there, Fisaya here. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel I talk about faith, lifestyle. I also review books and magazine. Hope you are doing well. In this video I would just like to do a quick review of a magazine I just read, a Christian women mirror magazine. I know people have reached out to me. I remember one recently actually telling me that they need a copy. Currently, I don't live in the UK. When I was in the UK, I had access to them easily, and that was when I made a video some years back that if you need a copy, I'll be more than happy to post you a copy. So somebody reached out and said, oh, they will need a copy. But unfortunately, I don't live in the UK anymore, so I'm really sorry. But I would like to refer you to the previous ones I've done and the one I'm going to do today. And if ever I come across any, I'll come back out on the video to let you know, and I have access to them. And if you need a copy, I'll be more than happy to give it to you, to post it to you. Because I remember many years ago, I always buy them like almost bulk, and I just give random people, random strangers on the streets. I go to people's houses, I post it to them. So it has always been a joy of mine that this women mirror is not just what one person can read. Your daughter can read, your mom, your grandma, even men have found valuable lessons by reading the women mirror. So please, I want to apologize. I don't have access to it currently, but please refer to this video and the ones I've done previously if you want to refresh your mind on the Christian women mirror. But if you have an idea of where I could get them in Europe or around Switzerland, that's where I live now, let me know and I'll be more than happy to buy them. So this one is the Mischief Makers. The Mischief Makers, and is actually, it's been a while actually, and I just came across it, you know, recently, and I just read it because I could resonate with it. I almost know what the story is about. And at some point when I was reading it, I was thinking, I hope I haven't read this before, because I can almost, know the next line. Like I can almost predict. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Predict the next line of action. Anyway, as usual, we have word from the general superintendent, which is the general superintendent, like the leader of the church. And you always, have the first page here, which is that one, examine your role. Usually it has the first page. So as soon as you open the book, that's the tongue, by the way, so you can almost guess what the video is all about, what the magazine is all about actually. So it's just trying on the first page as normal. The general superintendent always gives the first word, like the foreword, and if you like, also the summary of what the magazine is all about. So normally we have about, let me see, we have 15 pages in total, and on the front cover we have the table of contents, examine your role, like what the general superintendent is saying, talking about on the first page. And we also have the mischief markers, we have every idle word, we have drop them, we have a Christian and our tongue, we have the blessedness of a wholesome life, and we have living with eternity in view. So the summary of this magazine is the importance of how we use our tongue, what we use our tongues for, and how well our tongue, is a blessing to other people. You can say words like, some people say, oh, you can hurt somebody, not even physically. You can hurt somebody with the words you say, how you say it, and when you say it. It also matters. Like I always say to my children, that if somebody is hurting, don't say at that time, oh, I told you, you should have stopped running when when I asked you to stop running. Help the person get better first, and when the person is better, you can now offer your warning, just so for next time the person is is being cautious. Okay, so it's just the same thing about the women mirror. It's talking about, I'm just going to read some of the inserts of what we have here. The mischief makers, not markers actually. Mischief makers do not have the fear of God in their heart. So they go around, planting what A said about B and what B said about C and C said about T, and just causing confusion. They allow their thoughts to wander and their tongues to wag about things that are neither true or relevant to them. And that is it. Sometimes if you're not careful, you're not able to tame your tongue to know when to talk, how to talk, and to whom to talk to. Sometimes you might have the right intention, but if you're not talking to the right person, you also be causing more harm than good. Of course, as humans, you might say things that will hurt people, that upset them, and you just said it from your heart. You don't have the intention of hurting them. That's the difference. Some people say words with the intention of hurting others, while some just say it because they want to help. Sometimes we want to help, but sometimes our help is not actually what the person needs. So in that case, when somebody approaches you and say, oh, what you've said, I don't like it, then you have to apologize, because of course we are humans. God frowns at all the forms of mischievous conduct or comments because it's sin before him. And like any other sinful practice, mischief also has its own consequences. Usually when you cause mischief, when you cause problem for people, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get in trouble yourself. So this every idle word is what we have next, and it's talking about do not say things you cannot defend, or do not say things you cannot say in front of people. Like I always say to people that, for me personally, if I want to talk about somebody, like we all do, we talk about people, not in a bad way, but you just talk about people. And when you talk about people, make sure you can say what you're saying in front of them. In fact, I will come to you directly, right? If I have access to you, I will come to you directly, okay? Even if because normally, sometimes before I take the step of talking to people, I always talk to my husband, sir. Shout out to my husband. I will talk to him like, I want to speak to this person. What do you think? He might say, okay, it's the right time. And sometimes he tells me, just leave it, let it go, So, and that's what I do. So, but do not say things you cannot defend, and do not spread untrue or unverified news. Okay, 2025, let's be careful about what we say, how we say it, and when we say it. Okay, the Christian tongue is another one, the blessedness of a whole life. Like I said, it's just in and out words. And I think that's one of the things that as Christians we have to be careful about. Like, oh, we all have to say something, if we keep quiet, but make sure what you're saying is true. I know some of us are like human rights activists. We want to fight for right. We want people to know that they are being defended, which is good, but make sure you have all the true things, because sometimes when you are an activist, what some people do is that they put down the other side. So please, even if you're an activist and you're a believer, make sure what you are saying are the right words. Watch your words, repent, and make restitution where necessary. Perhaps you've said things. Please go to them. Even if it's your husband, your wife, your child, go to them and let them know you're deeply sorry for everything you have said. Now, this is the next one, living with eternity in view. And the summary is to live with eternity in view is to set your affection on things above and live your life in this world as a pilgrim, which is true. We're all pilgrims. We're all, one day we're going to say goodbye to the world. No matter how exciting it is, no matter how much we love it, we are going to say goodbye to it at some point. So we should always live. It's like you traveling to a different country. You always have your home country in mind, and that is what the Bible wants us to do. You should always have your home country, which is heaven, in mind. But of course, enjoy this life, as much as possible, as much as God gives you bread, but all to the glory of God. Even your enjoyment, decently, in order to the glory of God, and moderately. Okay. Live each day with heaven on your mind. Your sleeping and waking thoughts should be about eternity, about your home in heaven, and the hope of seeing Christ when this life is over. So that is it, brethren. That is it, brothers and sisters, men and women. This is the summary of the mischief maker, which is the tongue. I pray that this year the Lord will give us the understanding that we need to be able to follow him wholeheartedly, to think before we talk. You know, make sure your brain is connected to your tongue before you say anything. And I pray that the Lord will help us. And if in the past that we've said things, maybe we can't see those people again, just ask God to forgive you. And just ask him to help you, that this year will be a better one. Thank you for staying with me. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. Let's get this channel to 2,000. Come on, guys, we can still do this, okay? But whatever you do, make sure you keep going, keep moving, and don't stop. Till I see you in the next one. Bye.